Hi, I'm Patrick. The idea of this video is to know how to decide whether a question is easy, medium or tough. I normally recommend students that when they solve the question, categorize them. I mean whether they are easy, whether they are medium or whether they are tough. I had gone for a seminar in Nagpur for HR mentors. There, Rushabh had given a particular key pointers with regard to how to classify the question. So he basically mentioned three things: whether you are familiar with the question, whether you know the approach and the time taken. Okay. Suppose you take a question, okay, are you familiar with it? In a sense, like, is the topic from time to distance work, where you have gone to the topic before, so familiarity of topic. So you're familiar, fine, then go to next step. Next step is, have you clear with the approach? I mean, have you solved a similar sum before? Do you know the approach? If you know the approach, fine, go ahead. Next, check out the time taken. Can I solve this in another 1 or 2 minutes? If yes, solve it immediately. If no, then I'll keep it for later. So if all the three questions have a yes answer, that means I am familiar with the question, I know the approach and I can solve it fast. That means that's an easy question, solve it immediately. If the first question itself is no, I am not familiar with the question, that means it's a tough question, you can just skip it. Mark it as tough. But I am familiar, I don't know the approach, then you may mark it as medium or tough based on what you know. You feel it's a question which I may be able to solve, mark it as medium and come back to it later. Same way, I am familiar with the sum but I feel it takes time for me to solve, mark it as medium and come back to it in a second round. So in the first round, try to solve all the easy questions, ones which you know how to solve and you can solve it fast. Come back to the medium round once in the second round and then you can skip the tough. Classifying questions is important because in the exam, you should be able to solve all the easy questions and leave out the tough questions. So practice and I am sure it will help you to improve. Thank you.